Hello, hello. All right, guys, welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump on in. By the way, yes, we are headed pretty straight into our full moon, the wolf moon. We'll talk more about that. I'm going to do a little wolf moon message for the zodiacs. It's not till the 13th, so we got a little bit of time, but we're kind of, coming up to that energy flow. So hence let me see if I can move out of the way so y'all can still see the wolf. But let's start out with this collective message. We have a Four of Cups. Now, normally I start these collective messages with something real that happened, usually something pertaining to Mr. Aries. He saw me eating slices of mango the other day, and in his mind, he thought for sure that I was eating his dog snacks because, like thin strips, like it looked very much like his dog snacks. And he was so excited and puzzled by why I was eating his dog treats, dancing around me, asking for some mango. And kept trying to explain, I'm not sharing your snacks. But all I can say is maybe there's a confusion. I mean, the Four of Cups can be a disappointment. It can also be an illusion. And we may have somebody who has an illusion at this moment in time. Let's just take a look and we'll see what the illusion may be about. We have the Hermit in the reverse. I'm thinking somebody imagines that possibly a Virgo is going to come out and start talking to them. Is that something that it's like somebody thinks that they're about to hear a message from another person, and I don't know why that would be the illusion. Let me see. That, or somebody is regretting something that they said. That could be the case. Ace of Cups. Now, I think that we have a character that is expecting an individual to come and break silence and come forth and say, I love you. And I'm sorry for being silent. Okay, hold on. What is the situation here? Why do we have a character that believes, very strong Virgo all over this, by the way, but why do they believe that a hermit is going to come and talk to them? Queen of Cups. Normally, I would say this is a great message, but this Queen of Cups always has me questioning things. She pours her beverage right into her own pond. This could be somebody that, although normally they're very loving and giving, they may have this idea of how much they deserve. They may be saying, well, of course this person is going to come toward me. They've been silent with me, but it's time, they owe me this. They need to come forth and they need to tell me that they love me. And that's the way that should go, right? We have a Two of Wands. We have a Seven of Pentacles. They've been waiting for this for quite some time. I don't know if they're masculine or feminine. We see masculine here. We have feminine here and here. Our hermit character, the individual that they assume is coming toward them, it could be that somebody is waiting for a masculine to come forward, but it's whomever is going to be the action-taking energy. I feel like they've waited a long time and they've not considered that they could be the ones to reach out. Instead, they keep saying, well, I know that this person is just about to reach out to me because I deserve it. Maybe they say because I love them, but we don't see them having taken action. What is this? Let me just see if we can get to the bottom of what is the real scenario here. What is the real scenario? Without saying who did what from their lips, let's just get an overview of it. What was the situation? Okay, there was something very toxic and very lusty. There was desire here once upon a time. This was a sensual relationship. And then there was silence. Four of Swords. Somebody withdrew after passion and went into silent mode and started to heal themselves. The other individual was like, wow, this was fantastic. We're super obsessed with each other. They view me as the Empress. They really want me. We're going to have a 10 of Cups. It's going to be awesome. Meanwhile, the other person, probably the one who went and withdrew to heal, actually went into full-on confusion mode. And they were not thinking along the same lines. Okay, so what we really have is that the devil says these two came together for intense passion. And then they each had a different reaction after that. One of them withdrew in a state of confusion, going, I don't know what to do. Gosh, it stirred up a lot of wounds in me. I'm retreating kind of from this. relationship or situationship that I just got myself into, this passion, this intensity, it stirred up some things inside of me that made me realize I need to withdraw and I need to like really contemplate some stuff within myself. Meanwhile, she was like, "Oh man, we're getting married. They're nuts about me. They made me feel so secure. I know that I'm the person that they want to marry. This is amazing. We're going to be happily ever after." Okay, so I'm going to say that the person who views themselves as the Empress and the Queen of Cups, it doesn't mean that they have to be a feminine. This could be a same-sex couple just as easily, could be reverse gender roles just as easily. But the individual, this feminine, was under the impression that this is amazing. They love me. I've been waiting for them. I don't quite understand why they haven't come forward, but I'm sure that they're going to. They're going to break that silence and offer me love. What does she want from them at this point in time? Five of Wands, she wants him to fight for her, to try to get her back. Does she love them? Does she still want them? Because at one point she saw them as her happiness. I feel like this feminine got a raw deal. This Empress got a really raw deal as far as it being, like maybe this is why she was led down this path of illusion. Because it's like, I don't understand. We had all this intense passion. Maybe it was not the healthiest, but you acted like you loved me. And in her mind, that might be why she's like, I have a good opinion of myself that is fair. I know I'm a loving, giving person, but you should be trying to come back in and make it right with me, for God's sakes. You ghosted me. You went into silent mode after making me believe we were going to be amazing together. We have the Princess of Wands, we have the Moon, and we have the Hermit. Hermit keeps coming out. I don't know. As far as the energy surrounds her, there's a lot of confusion here. There was a lot of she has her own wounds and hurts. She's tried really hard to hold on to her self-esteem, her self-worth. I do think that what she would want is for them to come back in and try to kind of fight for this. I mean, I think she'd be pissed, but she'd also want to hear from them. But she would expect them to come in and actually argue it with her. What happened? Where'd you go? Show that they really want her the way they said they did at the beginning, the way they led her to believe. But honestly, there's a piece of her here that I don't think deep down she's going to be really that attracted to them if she sees them again. And I think she has a hint of this already. She doesn't really know how she'd feel if she saw them again because of what's happened and how it maybe has been subconsciously transforming her. You notice that she did revert to saying, I deserve to be treated better. I'm pouring this cup into my own space, but I do deserve for them to come back in and fix things with me. But at the same time, I don't really know how I would feel because maybe I've been healing also some parts of me, and I don't know that I'd be that attracted to them if they did come back in and try to fight for me, fight for this. Okay, so we kind of have a jilted lover who still wants him to come back in and maybe clear up the confusion, maybe clear up the hurt that was caused. She also has this opinion I deserve to be treated well. You said so many things and then you went silent and disappeared. In this span of time, though, she's been doing some healing herself. Okay, let's take a look at them. So they were all crazy passionate about her, and then they went into retreat mode, silent mode, confusion mode. Character, what was it about meeting her and having this passion with her that then made you run and retreat? Ace of Wands started to, there was a ton of passion. Okay, why would that have been a bad thing? I thought you were nuts about her. Four of Cups, he wondered if this was an illusion, that the passion wasn't real. What, did he doubt whether or not she loved him? Did he get thrown into, we have the Hanged Man sideways, the Queen of Wands sideways, and the Prince of Pentacles sideways. It's weird because having had that passion with her then made him wonder if she was an illusion. Oh, this is so weird, but it almost feels like he started to question whether or not he thought somebody this amazing would want to stay with him long term. He started to doubt and look at everything from a different perspective and be like, I don't know. I mean, if I did get together with her and have a long-term success, like what if the story didn't last? What if, would we really be able to stay together? Would I be interesting enough to like keep her? Would I stay interested in her? Or is this only passion? Would the passion not last? Would she not stay interested in me? What would happen over time? Was he confused about his emotions for her? No, it's just so weird. He's a king of wands. He knew how he felt about her, but it's like he went into doubt mode about whether or not she would really want to be with him. But here he was selling her this dream initially that, oh my God, we're so crazy about each other. I feel like their passion was off the charts. I feel like it began with intense passion, and he then freaked out afterwards and was like, yeah, but what if, like passion doesn't always last, like a relationship that's only built on physical contact, like what's going to happen in the long term? She's not probably going to really like me because right now she's just, crazy about me because we had great passion, but what would happen over time? But he seemed to have like, so weird because it's like, well, I wanted to be loved. She did. She thought you were her 10 of cups. She thought she was your empress. She thought the way you came at her is what made her fall for you. But you went into like, I don't know if he like overthinks stuff to such an extreme. And then he gets it in his head like, no, there's no way she would really want to stay with somebody like me. I really wanted her, but she's probably not for real. Probably the longevity of this relationship would just fizzle because it's all just built on passion. And I kind of want to say, but you were 50% of that intense passion. She was real serious, like way more serious, because she's thinking 10 of cups and empress. You're thinking king of wands. She was even more serious about you than you were about her. But you decided that the passion was probably proof that this wasn't sustainable. It was based only in physical passion. We have a strength card and king of swords. Oh, this is so confusing. So it's like he decided to say, I'm going to fight the way I feel about her because, see, I'm really strong. I don't give in to illusions. So this is somebody that sabotaged a connection with somebody who loved him, who has been waiting for him to come back and undo the wrong that he's done to the connection. Him, her, doesn't matter. But he keeps coming out as a king, so we're going to have to call it a him. I never read for genders. I've I say it all the time, but there's always, new people that are new to my channel that don't know that I'm a storyteller and I don't read for genders, but I will always try to keep our characters straight in the story. But please don't be offended if I'm saying him versus her, because I'm not saying this is a story about some awesome chick and some scuzzy dude, that's not even it. And nobody's scuzzy here either. It's just, he used his strength to stay silent. He has used all of his power to stay silent and to be determined, like, I'm going to find my real alpha pair. Honey, you found it and you trashed it. And you're using all of your power to stay in hermit mode. Meanwhile, she's under this illusion that you're coming back when you're strengthening your resolve to never speak to her. Prince of Cups. And meanwhile, are you seriously out trying to create dates with other people? Looking for the one when you already found her? It feels like he's out trying to date other people. Or is it that he is just fantasizing continuously about her and what a life could be like with her? He's just fighting the love, but he keeps telling himself it was just superficial. How could it be superficial with somebody that's really stable? Hang on. Let's change decks again and let's take another look at this. Let's go this route. Okay, so hang on. I'm going to change my mindset one more time and go this route. Okay. I need some help on interpreting this one. So what are you doing right now, King who's in hermit mode? Right now, he's thinking about an empress. Okay. He wants long-term commitment with somebody that he believes he can have forever with. let me to clarify this. Now let me go to the other deck that I had chosen first. Now I understand why I did that. What do you think about her right now? 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. He's determined to stay away from her. He's determined to not return to her. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's no more story with her. I'm looking for an Empress. So are you like forgetting about her? Is that 4 of Swords? I'm trying to heal from her. Sorry, the other one dropped. 3 of Wands, and just trying to put her in my past so I can look to my future. And can I ask again, why did you decide that she's somebody for you to forget while you're on the quest to find a real Empress when you already had one? 5 of Cups in the reverse. Why is she somebody to forget? Because she would break my heart. This is one of those examples of a character who he met the person that he wanted and who wanted him. And he said, I can't be with somebody that I want that bad, because if she leaves me, it will hurt too much and I can't be brokenhearted. I would rather go find somebody that I have a long-term connection to, that I don't fear leaving me because it wouldn't crush me. I'm looking for an Empress that will be, well, let me ask, character, what do you think an Empress is? What is it that you're focusing on? We have a 10 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Something that I guess in his mind, he doesn't have to question about ever ending. He doesn't have to worry about hurt and pain and devastation. He doesn't have, it's so weird, because how would you think that an Empress relationship would be one that you never have to worry about being hurt by, because it's going to last, but there's not enough emotion attached to it that it would hurt. Let me ask this. Did you ever love that feminine? Did you love her? 2 of Pentacles. I don't know. This character is a mess. He can't even answer that straightforward. It's like he's like, I don't know. I mean, I was really intensely passionate, but it was just so toxic. I kind of think you're toxic, is the way this is coming across to me. I can't help but say that, but 8 of Wands in the reverse. They're running away and being silent after an intense connection that started out really passionate. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to think about it. He doesn't have the capacity to deal with the amount of emotion that stirred up in him. We're going to have to take this to a part 2, because we got to see, universe, can you weigh in and just give me some insight what the universe has to say about them disappearing? The Knight of Pentacles, she was too self-sufficient. That's the real reason he split. She was too self-sufficient. Okay, I'll see you guys in part 2. There will be a free link in the description box. Thanks for